Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, and back to the Sudokétudes series of puzzles, where I am creating puzzles to explore a mix of simple constraints, or not always simple, but constraints with classic Sudoku techniques in order to improve my own creation, puzzle creation abilities, as well as solving abilities. And I'm asking you to join me in this journey if you wish to. This is Angulation by BremSter, which is a diagonal puzzle. And with this one, according to the testers, I'm starting to ramp up the difficulty a little bit. So even from some of the previous ones. So we'll see how we go. Let's just jump straight into the puzzles because that's what it's about. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And the same is true on the marked diagonals. The digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition on these diagonals as well. They're the rules of the puzzles. Now, I have actually been talking to a couple of people about this series, some of the testers and everything, and I've deliberately chosen to release these puzzles as videos. People get ads and everything, but I'm not trying to release these as paid content. I'm not trying to do this as anything like that. I want to release these for free so that people can join me on this journey and can get these puzzles to improve their skills if they think the puzzles are worth it or anything. I'm going to try and release many of these sets. I don't know how often I'll release them. Hopefully every couple of months I'll release another dozen puzzles or so. And I want to keep doing this for free. If you want to support me in this, you're allowed to. I have a Ko-fi page and I have a Patreon, but I do not expect you to pay me for this content. I know a lot of people are doing it hard at the moment, and I think just constantly saying go buy my stuff is something that I'm very uncomfortable with that, and I just want it to be do. I think that some people are generating content that is well worth purchasing, and I think a lot of people are charging for stuff that is not worth purchasing. But I just want to say that if you think my stuff is worth money, you can feel free to donate via my Ko-fi or my Patreon, or Ko-fi or Patreon. And if you don't, then have it for free. I'm more than comfortable with that. With that, I'm going to restart this puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Okay, so I don't remember where to start on this puzzle at all. So let's try and start with all of these puzzles like I do with Sudoku. So we have 5s looking into box 4 and a 5 looking up. So this is a 5. Can I do more with 5s? I can put 5 in one of those two. 5 and 5 is looking down, so 5 is in one of those two. I should be looking at the diagonals, really. Yeah, let's look at the diagonals. I can't put 5 in the diagonal here or here, or here or here. This is a 5, which is looking across saying this isn't a 5, this is a 5. And I now have 5. Yeah, this is a 5, and now I've placed all the 5s. Great, we've started with 5s. 4 and 4 means 4 is in one of those two. 4... Let's keep looking at diagonals maybe, because 6 on this diagonal has to now be in one of those two. Because I have to put 6 on the diagonal and I can't put it on that. Don't have the same restriction with anything else on that diagonal that I do. 9 has to be down here somewhere. Okay, not great. 5 is off the diagonal in this box. 1 is on the diagonal down here, because 1 is off the diagonal in those. Not seeing anything else yet. 2 and 2 puts 2 in one of those two. Is this restricted? 1, 2, can be 3. It can't be 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, or 8 only. Seven in this box is actually forced onto this diagonal. That's interesting because 7 can't be in any of those. So 7 has to be on the positive diagonal because it's got a positive gradient if you were to graph it. So it has to be off the diagonal in this box. So it's in one of those two cells. It's already off the diagonal up here. Seven is in one of those two in box 1. So if that's a 7, that's a 7. If that's a 7, I don't know. Because if that's a 7, I can't put a second one on the diagonal. And that would make that a 7, that a 7, that a 7. That all seems to work. So 4 on this. Three. One in this box is right here. So 1 is over there. So 1 is in one of those two. It's got to be something to do with the diagonals. That's the sort of thing I do. 4 is pointing now in this box because 4 can't go in either of those. So that puts 4 off the diagonal here. So 4 has to go on the diagonal in this box. And it can't go in the middle. 4 is in one of those two. So 4 is off the diagonal here and off the diagonal here. And this is a 4-6 pair. That's cool. And the 4 is looking at making that the 6 and that the 4. So this is a triple off the diagonal. 1, 2, and 3. There's no 1 there. There's no 2 there. So 1, 2, and 3 are all down here. In fact, this now... Oh, no. 4, 5, 6 is off the diagonal. Yeah, and 4 is off the diagonal here. That's cool. But 1, 2, and 3 are all down here, as are 7, 8, 9. So 1 is on the diagonal down here. I can't put 1 on the diagonal up here, and I can't put 1 on the diagonal here, and 1 can't go in either of those. That's a 1. So this is not a 1. Very cool. This is not a 1. So 2 is not in either of those, but it could be there. So 2 is in one of those two. So 4 on this diagonal, is in one of those two. So it's off the diagonal here, yeah. 6, I'm not sure about 6 yet. 6 is in, this is a 6, 7 pair now, because 6 can't go in any of those. Not sure how to resolve that yet, but this is a quadruple now. 3, 4, 8, 9. There's no 4 there. There's no 3 there. This is an 8 or a 9. There's no 4 there because of the pointing 4s here. Is there anything else pointing in here? Well, 6 is in one of those two. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8 or a 9. So does that mean 2 is in one of those two? Yes, it does. Huh. Two is in one of those two. No, it can't. No, that's wrong. There's already a 2 in the box. 6 is not in any of those. One I've already got down here. So these are down to a quintuple, which is 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So these are from 2, 3, 7, 8. And there's no 2 there or 7 there. This is... Hang on. Yeah. So this is only 3 or 8. There's no 3 here. And these are from 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. And there's no 7. So these are from 2, 3, 8, 9. There's no 3 there. There's no 2 there. That's not as powerful, is it? So something with these 2s and 4s. Like if that's a 2, that's a 4. If that's a 2, whereas if that's a 4, that's a 2. That can't be a 1. 1 has to be in one of the... Where's 1 in this column? I can't put 1 in any of those. I can't put 1 in either of those. That's the 1. Which puts 1 in one of those 2. This is a triple. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's close, isn't it? There's no 3 here. That is so close. 3 has to be on this... Right, 3 can't be in any of those. 3 can't be in any of those. So 3 is on this diagonal. So that's the 8. 3 is on here. So that takes 8 out of all of those. Eight is not in any of those. Three is in one of those 2. Oh, and that 3 says that's not the 3. So that's the 3, and I can put a 7 in the middle, which makes that the 2, and these are now known. There's no 2 there. This is a 3-4 pair. And the 3 makes that the 4 and that the 3. So I know what these are. The 2 makes that the 9 and that the 3. The 9 looks up taking 9 out of all of those. The 3 looks up taking 3 out of there. This is an 8, 9, so I can take 8 out of there. This is a 3, 4. The 7 looks up making that the 6. So that's the 7. This is the 8 by Sudoku. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. And these are 1, 7, 8, 9. There's no 7 there. There's no 8 or 9 there. 8 in the column, 9 in the row. What's this triple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 7. There's no 7 there. There's no 7 there. That's the 7. So this is a 2, 8 pair. And there's a 2 looking down, making that the 8 and that the 2. The 8 makes that the 9 and that the 8. The 9 makes that the 6. But the 9 looks down, taking 9 out of there. This is a 1, 7, 8 triple. Excellent. These are... No, there's no 6 there. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, and 9. The 9 looks across, making that the 4 and that the 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not sure what to do with that yet. No, I've broken this. I made a mistake. So I'm going to roll back. So I think I was good when I put that 6 in from the 7. I should have gone down and made that the 8 and that the 7. And now I need to relook. That looks up making this the 9 and this the 8. And these are different now. These are 1 and 2. That's what I needed to do. And now I'm going to keep solving from here because I used that 7 incorrectly. The 6 makes that the 7. And now I'm going to go back and look at this triple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 7, and 8. There's no 7 there. There's no 7 there. This is the 7. The 8 looks across, making that the 2 and that the 8. The 9 looks up, making this the 8. This is a triple. Well, no, this is just a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this isn't the 6. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. And the 9 again makes that 4 and that 9. Just wanted to clear up what I'd done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 6 go in. That's fine. The 3 looks up, making that the 2 and that the 3. I should have used that ages ago. The 2 looks down, making that the 1 and that the 2. The 1 looks up, making that the 6 and that the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9, and I'll use the 8 right at the end to make that the 9 and that the 8. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. I've already got a 9 in column 9, so this becomes the 9. I've already got a 7, making that the 6 and that the 7. These are now a pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll use the 3 to make that the 4 and that the 3. These are a pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, and 9. I'll use the 2 to make that the 9 and that the 2. This is a triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got a 1 here already. I've got a 6 here already. I've got an 8 here already. Not resolving that yet. This 3 makes this the 4 and this the 3. This is a pair, 1 and 2. The 2 looks up, making this the 1 and this the 2. The 1 looks down, making this the 6, this the 8, and this the 1. Now I need to put a 3 in this box. It's not in any of those, or because of those, that's the 3. I need to put a 4 in. It's not in the top row, or because of those, that's the 4. 5, I need to put a 6 in somewhere. It's not there, it's not there, and it's not there. That's the 6. I put the 7, 8, 9 triple in. The 7 and the 9 makes that the 8. Take 8 out of those, and then I'll use the 7 looking up to make that the 9 and that the 7. And that is the solution to angulation by me, BremSter. I really like that as a diagonal puzzle. I thought some of the diagonal tricks on this one were quite interesting. And you may have noticed that some of the things I'm doing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I had 1, 2, 3, 4 on the diagonal, but then I had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to do, you'll notice this sort of pattern a lot with the given digits I'm placing. They may be a little bit tricky to find, because in order to make the classic Sudoku work, I'm having to play with it, but I'm starting by placing like runs of digits in places and then manipulating them in order to make the Sudoku work. But I'm having a lot of fun making these puzzles, and hopefully you're having a lot of fun solving them. If these aren't your bag, I apologize, but I'm hoping more and more of you are finding the value in these that I am. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.